Israel's Security Cabinet convened today and approved moving ahead with the hostage ceasefire deal with Hamas. As we record this program, the government is scheduled to meet to approve that agreement. While many in the Middle East are celebrating it as a great victory for Hamas, Israelis are uneasy about it. After months of wrangling and last-minute obstacles, the hostage ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas is signed.
It's going to take tremendous effort, political courage, compromise to realize that possibility, to try to ensure that the gains that have been achieved over the past 15 months at enormous, excruciating cost are actually enduring.
It came at a price. Israel's national security minister announced his party would leave the government if it passed what he called a reckless deal, but will return if Israel resumes its battle against Hamas.
In fact, this deal will end all the achievements we were able to bring to the state of Israel.
In the first phase, 33 of the 98 hostages will be set free gradually over a 6-week period. 2 American-Israeli citizens, Sagi Dekelchen and Keith Siegel, are in that group. Udi Goren's cousin, Tal Haimi, was murdered on October 7th and his body taken to Gaza. He says the agreement has to go ahead now, but has mixed emotions.
What happens when Hamas says, you know, we can't find your cousin? Sorry, we don't know where he is. What do? Do we break down the deal? Do we have the international backup, the guarantees that we were given to make sure that, all right, if this is what Hamas does, then the deal ends?
Celebrations broke out in Gaza, and in Tehran, Iranians cheered it as a great victory for Hamas. Israelis were more skeptical.
I think on the ground here in Israel, the consensus that I'm getting is that we're all a bit confused. You know, the feelings and the emotions are very confusing about this. Obviously, everybody is ecstatic about the fact that we're going to have hostages coming back home.
Israeli content creator Tal Oren told CBN News it's the context in which the deal is happening that has people asking questions.
I can tell that it's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, and I myself don't even really know 100% how to feel, and I think that's actually the consensus in the country right now.
At Jerusalem's open-air market, feelings were mixed.
I think we lost all over with the decision we made, the agreement we gave Hamas, everything they asked for. We get almost nothing.
I'm very happy that we got our hostages back. It's unfortunate that it had to take this long, but I'm happy that we got them back. It's also unfortunate that, based on what I feel from the deal, I don't think that all of them will be released. I think some of them will still stay in Gaza.
I think it's something that the Israeli people really need now. We need help from some direction. We need to see them back.
Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem. In light of this week's news, there's pretty much one topic of conversation in Israel, the deal being cut with Hamas. We went to downtown Jerusalem to see what people thought. Take a look. We're here in Machane Yehuda, Jerusalem's open-air market, and we're asking people what they think about the hostage ceasefire deal. Interestingly enough, many people didn't want to give an answer, and almost everyone said at least that it was complicated.
We could do the same things about 6 months ago, and I'm very upset with the Biden administration. They give us a lot of difficulties, you know, with all the humanitarian aid, and this would make the war much longer, and we paid by soldier life.
My mother's very happy. She's been crying the whole day. So I'm happy as well, I think. I mean, I want the hostages to come back. I think it's about time.
We are at a point that something has to be done. Okay? They have to come back.
It's unfortunate that we're dealing with terrorists, that they act like this, that they're holding hostages as in order to be able to get more out of the other country in Israel. So hopefully, with God willing, with God's help, we'll be able to get them all back.
If they're going to be back, we're all going to be happy, and we're all praying every day, and we're not stopping to pray. The whole hostage deal itself looks little bit skeptical. from our point of view. You should never let out 1, 2, 3, how many, and endanger the whole society.
This ceasefire is a little complicated. That the hostages are returning is good. It's important. It's impossible to leave them there. On the other hand, they're releasing a lot of terrorists, and it's impossible to know the future, if they'll return to terror or not. That's what's scaring most of the public. What will happen afterwards?
And do you think that it all compromises the other goals of the war, or like getting rid of Hamas, or?
In the past few months, we gained back our trust in the army and in the Israeli people. So whatever is need to be done later, hopefully will be done.
No, we didn't achieve nothing. Hamas still in power.
I doubt it if anyone actually really wants to change the situation in the Gaza Strip and cares about the Palestinian population there. I'm not sure they really want to get rid of Hamas.
Time and time again we see the international world, for some reason, I have no idea what, international world never, we stand, we have Israel's back, whatever. They never let Israel complete anything. Why? We don't know.